Hey everybody, I hope you like this new opening for Food for the Journey. We created it about 5.5 months ago, 6 months ago, something like that. And we really thought we'd have a video shortly thereafter to put out. And we kind of got in a funk. And that's what I want to talk to you today about, is what's going on with our Food for the Journey and what does it look like in the future. So let me give you a little recap about what's been going on and why we're doing this video. We talked to friends, and a lot of them would say, "Hey, where are you?" And we'd say, "We're at home." Why? And they'd say, "Well, we thought you were out on the road." And they didn't realize we still hadn't bought the RV. We've been making these videos now for close to a year, and it's just the process that we've been going through to get everything ready to hit the road. And we felt you guys deserved an explanation as to what was going on, since it's been almost 6 months since our last video, and why it's been 6 months since our last video. As I said in the open, we kind of got into a funk. There were just so many variables up in the air. We just had to kind of step away from things, and we were still moving forward as far as which RV we were going to get, and we were thinking about these things, but we just didn't know. COVID was kind of still going pretty strong, and we were just a little bummed out about everything. Well, good news, we're back, and we've actually got some really good news that I'm going to share with you in just a little bit. But one of the things we started thinking about when we were going to be hitting the road, we originally thought we would be going full time, and we just so happens several RVers put out videos about how one of the biggest mistakes they made was not having a home base, not having a place to go back to. And a lot of it was because they had kids, and when the kids were all in the RV with them, it was great, everything was wonderful. But now that the kids are in school, they're off in college, or they've got other things, they're planning their lives and stuff, it's hard for them to get together for holidays. It takes a lot more work. They have to fly kids in from different places. In our case, we only have one daughter, but still it would be a chore for her to, for the holidays, fly out to wherever we're at, or even if we worked hard to get close to where she was at, it's just logistically could be difficult. And so we started thinking about creating a home base. And we started thinking, okay, well, we want to downsize. That's what the RV was all about. So we definitely want to get a smaller home too. And we started looking, and then we started thinking about things like taking care of the lawn, taking care of the property, having internet in both the home and the RV, and just all this dual stuff that we had to deal with. And that became kind of overwhelming. Well, we started looking at 55 plus communities, and we think that that's our solution. And we have a video coming up shortly that will be dealing with our journey to look at the 55 plus communities. And why we're looking at those? They all provide lawn care, so while we're on the road, our house is still going to look fine. Some even provide painting on the outside. They take care of the roof if there's an issue. One we're looking at, internet is included with our monthly association fees. So we're just looking at a lot of different variables, once again, not having to do with RVing necessarily, but having a home base for while we are RVing, and where we can come back to for holidays and things like that. The good news is here, we have bought our RV. It's on order, and it looks like it's going to be delivered in less than in about the next 60 days. We're very excited. Back in April, we went ahead, bit the bullet. We had decided which RV it was going to be, and it turns out it's nothing that we were originally looking at, something totally different. It is still a Grand Design, but we started really thinking things through, and we honed it in, and we ended up purchasing a Solitude S-Class 2930 RLR. I know that's a long name, but that's what we got, and we're very excited about it. And we've been seeing things where it's taking 6 months to get these RVs and stuff like that. But our RV dealer is telling us that Grand Design is actually running on schedule. So we're just going to have to see what happens. We want to believe the dealer, but we're just not sure. And we've got a lot of different things going on that we've got to figure out. We're having to clean up the house right now. We're going to have to get it painted inside and out to put it on the market. The market right now, keep our fingers crossed, is still hot. So if we can put the house in the market mid-July, late July, we could possibly have the house sold right when we're getting the RV, which would be ideal, or shortly thereafter getting the RV. So we're very, very excited about that. But there's been a lot of work and a little bit of stress also with thinking about packing up everything. We've been in this house for over 15 years. It's 4,000 square feet or so, and it's full. It's just full. And so now we're downsizing, getting rid of a lot of things, selling a lot of furniture. And it's, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to seeing the place where your daughter grew up for a good bit of her life now kind of being dismantled. And so that's a little bit difficult. And we'll be sharing more videos about that, and also our quest for finding that perfect, if you can ever say you found the perfect 55 plus community, but one that will work for us. And I think you're going to enjoy that also. So hope that helps get you caught up. We have purchased the RV. It is coming hopefully at the end of July, and we're very, very excited.